Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys 10 tips for new and returning players. The tips in this video are going to be some pretty general knowledge that is going to be useful for a lot of different players. So if you guys do find these tips helpful, make sure to let me know in the comments down below. And also if you have any other tips that I didn't mention in this video, comment them down below so we can all help out the new and returning players. So we're just going to jump right into it with our first tip. So tip number one is do quests. So quests are extremely important in RuneScape 3. They basically unlock so many useful rewards within RuneScape 3. Quests are also locked behind prerequisite quests, so you will need to have a lot of them completed. And some of the really useful rewards do include things like extra prayers, which are called curses. These help a lot with PVM. There's also various different places and cities locked behind quests, as well as weapons. Quests also give really great XP rewards and just so many useful things. I will be linking a link to my useful quest reward video. This can just give you a good idea of what some of the most useful quests are to have completed, so you guys can strive for completing those quests. Tip number two is do your daily challenges. So you will be getting a daily challenge every day, and you can have up to 5 daily challenges. You can find it in the Adventures tab, which is basically the compass tab in your interface ribbon. As you can see, I have 4 tasks here. I'm just going to quickly complete the daily archaeology task, where you just need to restore 1 relic. Now, when you do complete these daily tasks, you can turn them in for some really high XP rewards. It is a really great idea to do these tasks every day because it is a really quick way of leveling up, and it just gives you a lot of XP every day. It'll also give you 1 treasure hunter key as well, which you can then use to spin on the treasure hunter and get possibly some more bonus XP to add to a skill of your choice. Tip number 3 is do your D&Ds. So D&Ds come in daily, weekly, and monthly versions. They're basically sort of mini games that you can complete. This one right now that I am completing is the Giant Oyster. This can be completed every month, and it gives you a random clue scroll reward as well as some really good fishing and farming XP. So this is one that I recommend doing every month. You not only make a little bit of money off of the clue scroll rewards, but you also get a ton of fishing XP in particular. It really does help me level up fishing every month, so highly recommend this D&D. There's also so many other really useful D&Ds like Troll Invasion, which will give you an XP reward after completing it. This is another monthly D&D. There is so many others like the God Statues, that's another monthly. Also Warbands is an extremely good daily D&D. It can be completed 3 times per day, and you can get about 100,000 XP in either farming, construction, herblore, mining, or smithing. Although it does depend on what level you are in that skill. But overall D&Ds, they are extremely useful to complete, so I would definitely check these out and try and complete them every once in a while whenever you can, because they do give a lot of XP. Now, tip number 4 is join a clan. RuneScape is most fun when you are playing with other people. That is why joining a clan is a really great idea, especially if you are a newer or returning player. You probably don't know too many people in the game. A lot of people are here to help you out, including myself and many people in my Discord, and I want to mention that I do have an invite link to my Discord server in the description down below. We have nearly 3,000 members that are willing to help you guys out. Also, in terms of joining a clan, I do have a clan that everyone is free to join. It is a pretty new clan, so we don't really have too many members so far, but we are growing pretty rapidly. So if you guys do want to join my clan, you can join the Discord server and just mention that you want to join the clan, and someone will give you an invite. Other than that, you can join any other clan in RuneScape 3. There are so many clans out there looking to recruit members, and I highly recommend joining a clan. Now, my tip number 5 is train on double XP. So recently, double XP has changed to a different format where it is expanded upon a week or 2. And basically you will get 48 hours of double XP time. During this time, you will get twice the amount of XP on any skilling activity. There are a few exceptions, but basically all of them you will be getting double XP. This is a really great time to train your buyable skills. So the buyable skills include skills like construction, herb lore, crafting, fletching, and then there's also smithing, cooking, fire making, and summoning. These are all really great skills to train on double XP weekend. Some are better than others. I will be linking a video in the description down below talking about some double XP weekend tips, as well as some skills that you should be training on double XP weekend and what to prioritize. There is also about 4 double XP events per year, so you don't usually have to wait too long for a double XP event. So basically make sure to plan and save a lot of your resources so you can train all your buyable skills on the double XP event. So tip number 6 is use your XP boosts. So there are various different XP boosts in RuneScape 3, and this isn't even including double XP weekend. That is obviously an exceptional XP boost, but it is limited to time. Now there are XP boosts that do work all the time, even including on double XP events. These are portables, skilling outfits, juju potions, urns, relics, clan buffs, and auras. So I will be talking about each one of these individually and explain what each of these are. And we're going to start off with portables. So portables provide an extra XP boost of about 10 to 21%, and it does work for various different skills. They also give a chance to save resources, a chance to make an extra item, and you can find these portables using the Portables Discord. It is highly recommended that you do use portables whenever you are training a skill that has one. The skills that you can train on portables include fire making, crafting, fletching, cooking, and herb lore. There is also a construction portable as well, but this isn't really a fast method of training construction. It is more just an AFK method of training it. Overall, just make sure you do use your portables, especially on double XP weekend. Portables can also be bought on the Grand Exchange. However, they can also be found on certain worlds using the Portables Discord, and I'll link that Discord in the description down below for you guys. So make sure to join that and see where the portables are when you're looking to train those skills. Now, another XP boost is skilling outfits. So these provide extra XP up to about 6%. Usually it's about 5 or 6% depending on the outfit. And it is usually a reward from Treasure Hunter, but it is also obtainable through various in-game methods. And then there is also a modified headgear, which is applicable to a few skilling outfits, and these also provide some other useful effects. For example, some of them allow you to save some resources, some allow you a chance to make an extra resource. Juju potions are another excellent XP boost. These provide boosts for various gathering skills, and it also will provide an extra XP boost of up to 10% for a few skills, and these also offer a few other useful effects. Urns also provide an extra XP boost. These can be bought on the Grand Exchange without runes, but they must be powered by a player. So you can buy the NR runes on the Grand Exchange and then just power them with the specific rune. The various urns can be used for gathering skills. So there's urns for cooking, divination, farming, fishing, hunter, mining, prayer, rune crafting, smithing, and woodcutting, and they will provide a 20% bonus XP when filling them. Relics can provide another XP boost. These provide a plus 2% XP boost to various skills, but it can only be obtained at level 116 to 119 archaeology. Now, as I mentioned, you can join a clan in RuneScape 3, and doing so not only gives you some more friends, but it can also give you a clan buff. So clans can activate a skilling bonus, offering between 3% and 6% more XP for skilling. Usually this is done on double XP weekends, so if you're in a clan, usually they will activate this clan buff on double XP, so you get even more XP when you are training those buyable skills. Now moving on to our last XP boost that I want to talk about, this is auras. So auras usually increase the effectivity when skilling, increasing the XP per hour. For example, when mining, there are auras that will allow you to have a higher critical hit chance, therefore increasing the amount of ore and XP you will gain per hour. There are also some special auras that will give you massive XP gains, including the Festive Aura. which will give you 50% more XP. This aura is obtained in the holiday seasons, usually around December. You can purchase a lot of these auras with loyalty points on Solomon's store. Now, tip number 7, I want to talk about action bars. So action bars are a pretty complex thing in RuneScape 3, especially if you're a beginning or returning player. It can be pretty complicated figuring out what abilities to put on your action bar. So I really do want to help you guys out with this. It is a pretty big topic, so I don't really want to talk about it too much in this tips video, but I would highly recommend you guys watch my beginner action bar guide. In this guide, I talk about basically all of the basics about action bars, and I also give you guys a few recommended action bars to use. So I highly recommend you guys watch this. On screen, you can also see 3 pretty good action bars that you guys can use if you're looking for just a pretty generic and solid action bar. However, the action bars do depend on what you're trying to do. In that video, I do talk about sort of an AFK setup, so you can actually change your action bars around to make it better for when you are AFKing, and I will talk about this a lot more in that beginner action bar guide that you guys can watch. The link to that is in the description down below. Tip number 8, I want to talk about the oddment store. So oddments are a currency that you will obtain from Treasure Hunter. Every time you do unlock a chest, you will gain some oddments, and then you also have the option to convert that reward into more oddments. Now, I highly recommend you only spend these oddments when there is a sale on. So as you can see here, the medium prismatic stars are currently selling for 75% off. So at this time, this is when you would want to buy those prismatic stars. That way you can optimize the amount of oddments you are spending, and you'll also get a ton of bonus XP on this. I would highly recommend using your bonus XP on the buyable skills. That way you'll save some money when training those skills, but also use them on sort of the slower skills or the skills you don't like as much. Some skills that I would highly recommend you guys use this on is rune crafting and agility. Those are 2 skills that are really slow and boring to train. So I would highly recommend using your bonus XP on that if you're not already level 99 in it. Now, tip number 9 is upgrade your weapons first. This is more of a general tip that I do want to briefly talk about. It is really important to upgrade your weapons before you upgrade your armor and things like that, because weapons is what deals the most DPS. Now, DPS is the most important thing in RuneScape 3. If you don't know what DPS is, it is damage per second. So upgrading your weapon will increase the amount of damage you will deal. This will effectively make it so you will kill the creature you are fighting or the boss you are fighting faster. Therefore, you will take less damage because you are fighting him for less time. There's also various different abilities and useful items that will allow you to heal back some life points that you are dealing. So again, if you are dealing more damage, you will be healing more from those specific abilities. For example, if you're using Soul Split or a Vampirism Scrimshaw. That is why you want to upgrade your weapons first. Damage per second is the most important thing in RuneScape 3 right now. So it is always just a really good rule of thumb to upgrade your weapon before upgrading anything else like your armor or your necklace or ring. Now moving on to tip number 10, we have power armor over tank armor. So I want to briefly talk about the difference between power and tank armor. Power armor is usually a bit more expensive. For example, if you are buying Bandos versus Necronium, these are both tier 70 armors. Necronium is so much cheaper than Bandos, although Bandos really isn't that expensive right now, priced at just a bit over 5 million. Now the reason why power armor is better than tank armor is because it does provide a style bonus. Now the only benefit from tank armor is that you will be tanking a little more damage, you'll take less damage, so it is useful in few situations, like if you're using a tank roll at a boss, or if you are doing PvP, that is also a pretty useful area where you can use tank armor, but generally you will want to use power armor. So although you will be taking a little bit more damage when wearing power armor, you'll also deal a lot more damage as well, because this style bonus directly increases the amount of damage you will be dealing. And again, it goes back to my previous point where you will be dealing more damage, so you'll be fighting the boss for less time, therefore taking less damage that way. Overall, it does make it so power armor is much more effective. Power armor is even better than a higher tier tank armor. So for example, it is better to use tier 70 Bandos armor over tier 90 Elder Rune armor. So that being said, make sure you do always buy power armor instead of tank armor, because it is just so much more useful in many different situations. And so anyway guys, those are my 10 tips for new and returning players. If you guys have any more tips that I didn't mention in this video, let me know in the comments down below so we can all help each other out, and maybe you guys can help out some of these new and returning players as well. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. If you did find this video helpful, make sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. It is greatly appreciated, and hopefully you'll be able to watch some of my future content, which will help you out as well. Anyway guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.